How to promote your OnlyFans anonymously. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be going over how you can do OnlyFans anonymously and secretly. So before we get started, subscribe down below, or at least just give the video a thumbs up, as it absolutely helps the channel so I can continue to make as much useful content as possible for you. And if you are in search of any type of OnlyFans services, promotional services, guaranteed fans promotion, social media management, and growth, reach out to me on Instagram. My Instagram link is always in the video description down below, and I can help you out. All right, so this is definitely a very hot topic because there are so many people that reach out to me all the time that want to do OnlyFans, but they want to do it secretly. And I obviously and totally get it, guys. So I'm going over some of my top tips that I always give my clients on how they can do this anonymously, and also some important tips. So make sure you stay all the way until the end, especially if you're trying to do this secretly, so you do not miss any important information. The first thing that I want to mention, because this is something that a lot of my clients miss the mark on, is that they think because they're going to do this anonymously that they are also going to sign up to OnlyFans anonymously, and you cannot do that. Now, it is a secure website. This is a multi-billion-dollar company, guys. So you have to trust it and trust the sign-up process. Because if you do not verify your real identity, you will never get approved to even be on their platform. So you have to make sure that when you are applying to be a content creator and verifying your identification and yourself, that you are putting in your real information. I cannot tell you how many of my clients or people that are reaching out to me on Instagram like, oh, why can't I get approved? Whatever. And, I will answer everybody. People are like, wow, I didn't think you were going to respond. I literally answer to everybody. And so many of them are like, well, I gave this and this and this. I'm like, okay, you have to give them your real name. You have to give them your real information. So I cannot emphasize this enough. Regardless if you want to do it anonymously, the sign-up process to be a content creator on OnlyFans has to be your real information. Now, you are not going to get leaked. OnlyFans does not leak out their clients' information and their content creators' information, because that would be against the law. You are literally giving them personal information. That part is secure. And to take that another step further, so you guys understand, with OnlyFans, you have to promote yourself. It's not like on Instagram, if you make an account, you're now going to get suggested to your entire family. It is not like that. You have to promote your page and yourself to even be found on OnlyFans. So please understand that while you are opening up your account and you're in that verification process, you do not have to worry about, oh my God, someone's going to find me. They are not, okay? So that is a very, very big thing that you have to understand in the beginning. Now that you have verified your real identity is where you can now be anonymous on the actual platform and on socials, and how to promote yourself, okay? So I'm going to give you some of the top tips that work for my clients, what I tell them to do, and it's just a lot easier. So, and not easier, it just works. So there's a couple of ways that you could do this. Now, there is some of my clients, when, I first start doing work for them, that they will give me pictures and it's like headless photos, which you can do that if you want. But what I actually recommend is just using a mask, or maybe like, some type of like face covering, where you are not just, your entire content is just headless. Because unfortunately, that is not very good quality content, I guess is a good way to say it. Because especially at this point in time, how, the digital world has just taken over, content does matter. So what I recommend my clients doing is just wearing some type of mask. A lot of my clients also get wigs, which is super helpful. So that way you can really just cover your identity. Now, after, when you decide how you're going to do it, you're going to have your head not in the, pictures, or you're going to be doing some type of like masquerade mask or something cute, like a kitty mask or whatever. You are now going to set up your profile on actual OnlyFans first. So I will go through a few things that are very important, especially if you are very adamant about staying anonymous and secret. On the back end of OnlyFans, there is actually options where you can block specific countries, cities, and states. So for a lot of my clients that I end up, setting up their entire account and everything else that are anonymous, I will go into the back of their settings, but you can easily find it if you go into the settings options. You will see where it has a location setting, and you can enter, literally type in the city, state, or country that you do not want to be shown to. And what will happen, let's say someone found you and they're like, oh my God, is that whoever you are, right? And they'll click on the link that they possibly have found. If they are in that city or state, it will literally just bring them to the home page of OnlyFans. So they will never be able to find you if you block that specific city, country, or state. So that is the number one thing that I always tell my anonymous clients. After that is obviously finding and using some type of name. Everyone always has, a username that is not their real name anyways on OF. So that's kind of, a no-brainer, I guess is a good way to say it. I'm having a little hard time speaking English today, guys. I'm sorry. If you know, I speak 3 different languages and sometimes in my head, it just gets all jumbled. So anyways, after that, your OF page, your profile, you are still going to put a picture of yourself. You want to entice your followers and your fans to subscribe to your page. The front of your page is like your advertisement. So you want to make sure that it is or has some type of incentive and it's something that, stands out. So you are still going to put a picture of yourself, but you will either put, again, a picture of your full self with a mask, or you can maybe have your face covered by your hair or something, but you definitely want to show yourself and show who the content creator is. The banner, you want the same exact thing. But again, very simple to just hide your face or, position yourself in a way where they are not going to be able to see your face. Now, the next very big thing that so many of my clients and newbies that reach out to me, they're like, oh my God, I made an anonymous Instagram, but somehow I'm getting suggestions for like my soccer mom, my fellow soccer moms or whoever, right? You have to make sure that when you are creating now other social channels, that you are, number one, using a completely different email, and 2, you're doing it on a completely different device. Because the way that we are tracked, unfortunately, if you use an email that you already have and it's on a device that everyone already knows you by, the way that everything tracks us, you are going to get recommended to people that know you and you will be recommended to them. So you need to use a whole different email and a whole other device. If you do not have the means to get a whole other device, then you need to manually go and block literally everybody that you know. There is no other way around it. And unfortunately, so many people don't realize this. And then I have clients freaking out and I'm like, well, did you block everyone? Like I said, oh, I guess I didn't block everyone from like my original IG Pays friends list. You literally need to block everybody and anybody that you know if you're going to be on IG, if you're going to be on Twitter. Okay? Because if not, that is what's going to happen, unfortunately. Now, if you are worried about even being on social media and creating pages for yourself, then what you do is you just hire help. And you hire someone who can promote you and get you fans to your page. Now, I offer promotional services and guaranteed fan services to all of my clients, and a majority are the clients that want to be anonymously and do it secretly, So I am able to promote them without them having to start social media and be on the platforms like that. So if you have the means to invest in your business right away, definitely reach out to me on Instagram and I can promote you without you putting yourself out on social media. Lastly, the best way to promote yourself anonymously on a social platform is actually Reddit. So Reddit, as much as it's a huge platform, not everybody in our lives actually uses Reddit. And if you know anyone that does, you can obviously block them. But for myself, literally none of my family and friends use Reddit. So when I first started out 5 years ago, it was so easy for me. And it was, again, just a no-brainer to join Reddit because none of my family members are on there or any of my friends. So Reddit is a great way to, number one, make an anonymous page. Now, you're not going to make it a spammy or scammy page because Reddit is very strict on that and you will end up getting shadow banned or banned. So you still have to make it as if you are an OF model, but you are going to use the other tactics that I had mentioned earlier about a mask or covering your face or something like that. But it is a great way to really promote yourself and it be a lot more anonymous than if you were on Instagram. So I really hope that this video was helpful on how you can promote and join OnlyFans anonymously. If you have any questions or need any services, reach out to me on my Instagram, and I will see you guys next time.